favorite music that also is at their fingertips. So you compete. You have to create every environment that it grabs their attention, it is fun. So if you're going to involve the family, I mentioned we have one of the largest sets of really curriculum data for kids 3 through 8 out there. We provide all that data to the parents. About 10 to 15% really take advantage of that data. Well, if you're going to make a difference, we're going to have to get that number up. So how do we do that? Well, it's not going to be to just create more data. It's to create more user-generated content, to get more involvement, to make it such as more buddies and lists and friends, so that the parent has a junkie that's engaging in that virtual world as opposed to a forum that's engaging in that moment. We've got to modernize and lead the innovation. I think one of the greatest differences that's happening right now is that creative innovation. So if you're going to involve people, everyone has to, in a competitive time mode that we live in, you have to create products that can survive in that.
There was a study that was done recently, and it took in a variety of factors of how children succeed in school. They looked at attendance rates, socioeconomic status, and the number one indicator to determine how successful a child will be in school is if the children sit at home or eat with their parents or a parent for dinner at night. And that just tells you the role parents have in children's lives. As an educator, every teacher wants and needs the parent support. And I think as a parent, I think as a schools need to give parents an understanding that they are valued and to allow them to come into the classrooms, because I think sometimes there still is that disconnect that you drop your children off at school and they go in and it's the teacher's responsibility. And at the same time, as a teacher, I often heard parents would come in and say, well, what's your problem? I drop them off, you teach them. And so somehow trying to bridge that connection between the home and the school is, I think, in the forefront of making our schools more successful.
I think by the time we see parents in sort of the testing process, and then certainly college admissions process, they stop being partners and become helicopter parents. And one of the things that the Prince Review, I think, has been very good about is making sure that we have those partnership connections with students as well as parents. Because the truth is, once a student takes and let's say an SAT course and they get the best score possible, we don't want to fail students after that. We want to make sure that they're finding the right fit college for them, and that means a partnership between them and their parents. So I think the challenge is sort of turning that parent that might be a little aggressive because, as you were saying, they want the best thing for their kids. But to educate both student and parent together to find that right fit school for them is sort of the wonderful part of the process. And one of the issues I think I'm pretty proud of.
Great. We have a few more minutes. Some other questions? Yes. Exactly.
You have a lot of great programming. One problem is going shown on PBS. And when I was watching channels, as David was talking about, there's roughly about 20 years of old press history sitting around. Any thought about putting it in public domain and letting everybody show it everywhere? Do you think somebody like to add to that?
I was a body audience. I'm very answering my question. What we wanted to do with the Ready to Learn program and this cohort was to actually experiment beyond television. And the notion of multi-platform was not just for the sake of saying multi-platform. We really wanted to look at what ways can we, if kids really want to be able to, are able to use a cell phone to learn, then what can we do about providing content on a cell phone? If we're finding that there's increased use of online, that low-income families have access online, how do we drive that content online? How do we get it to those who need it? And so we've been doing, actually, through this program, we are actually moving beyond that. The next property that's coming up, the next 2 properties that are coming out, one of them, let me just give you a brief, I don't see Don Moody, so he didn't tell me not to tell you, so I'm going to tell you what I know about this. Are You There is an experiment, if you will, in experiential, if you will, learning. They're going to take and the concept is that a kid has lots of different ways that they're going to get information. They're going to get some things in print. They're going to get some things through online. They're going to get some things through, they're going to get information through cell phone. They're going to get information in lots of different formats. And the culminating aspect of that is going to be a television show. So it's kind of different perspective of how we get the content out there to the kids who need it in different ways in which they get it. So, for example, a kid's going to get a package. Can you imagine you're going to, a package is going to be addressed to you, and it's your item, it's your thing. So it becomes your content. And then you're going to be exploring in different